Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Ultimate General American Revolution, episode number 8 of our Let's Play series. Is it 8 or is it 7? I lost track. In any event, we are returning to this series playing as the Americans in this campaign, and we are in the middle of the Hudson River Valley campaign. So in yesterday's video, we successfully took the fort at Saratoga, that famous location in the American Revolution where the Americans defeated an entire British army and, as a result, played a pivotal role in bringing the French into the war on their side. But in today's video, we're going to be continuing that campaign and moving up the Hudson River toward the fort at Ticonderoga. Now, Ticonderoga happens to be, at least of any of the forts I've seen, the strongest fort in the game. It is a level 3 fort, which means it is not all but mostly made of stone. You've got some interior sections which are made of wood that allow you to go over the ramparts, but you've got these sort of star sections around the outside that are stone that you cannot directly assault. You've got to go past them to the wooden ramparts on the inner wall to get them. So it makes you very vulnerable in attacking that kind of a fort. It is the only fort, at least in the northern portion of the campaign map, that would qualify as a level 3 fort. And so it'll be a challenge. We do outnumber the enemy. We should win the battle, but it could be a bit of a bloodbath. We will see how this plays out. That's the battle we're going to fight in today's video as we continue the drive up the Hudson River. If we take Ticonderoga, we get a bunch of rewards, cash, prestige, things like that, which are important to strengthen ourselves as we attempt to, further progress in the campaign. But, we've got to take the fort. We only have like 20 days or so to take the fort before the objective expires. So that's what we're going to focus on today's video. Now, this was taken from a live stream on my Twitch channel, as usual. So if you are interested in joining those, there are links in the description to my Twitch channel where you can follow me over there. But that's enough of me rambling now. Let's go ahead and jump into the battle and see how this plays out. They're a faction. They can go to war. I guess you're not going to recover very quickly. So why do they always have to spread out like that? I hate the way... Just let me stack them as one army. This does not get timers. This does not understand frontage very well, this game. I don't think, anyway. Why am I not able... Okay, here we go. All right, so we've got 1,000 enemy versus 1,900 of our own. Let's go. Let's go for Ticonderoga. Maybe we can wipe out another 1,000 British like we did at the previous fort. That was nice to just wipe the whole garrison out, because this game is a bad tendency of, like, as they retreat, then they completely recover and the victory feels hollow. Now, this will be a harder fort to take because it is a level 3 fort. So the previous fort was a 2. This is a 3. So that what that meant was the previous fort was mostly wood with a couple of stone sections on the inside. This fort, you can see, is all stone on these exterior walls, although there is some wood on the interior. I'm assuming the stone sections can't be destroyed. The wood probably still can by our artillery. Do we have any guns? Did we bring any with us? I don't think we did. Oops. Okay. I guess I left the one regiment that was left behind to garrison Saratoga were the cannon ones. So we'll see. No guns, stone walls, easy victory. For sure. For sure. Easy peasy. All right, so we merged everybody. Where's my commander again? Why is the commander in his own little box? All the way back there. All right, we do outnumber the enemy 2-1, so that should help a little. All right, so I'm thinking, because they've got 2 batteries, again, of artillery, they probably don't have enough soldiers to man the entire wall. So does it make sense to use the trees here to push forward and try and just obliterate there's 3 companies here, though. But the problem is if I move around to the flank, they're probably just going to shift their troops. And I can get pretty close in on the wall with some cover. Either the left flank or straight ahead. Let's do this. Let's move the bulk of our troops to the left. We'll put some up front. We'll see how that plays. We're going to move these guys. To the left. Staying in the tree line. These look like thick forests, so maybe they'll provide some decent cover and wear the enemy gunners down. Meanwhile, these guys will sort of probe toward the front. We'll see what happens. Man, that artillery sounds like thunder. So I'm assuming the stone will give them much better cover. But hey, we've got some cover too, right? So we're at 46% cover. How much if we move forward? We're losing it a little bit as we move out of this forest a bit. 35, 34. And how bad is this? Not looking great. Oh, they can't even, you can't even assault this part of the fort directly. The stone wall can't be scaled. You got to move through the wooden palisade sections. Okay. How many men came in here originally? Was it like 190? So we shooting up. I guess we are inflicting some, oh, no, not great. I mean, we are inflicting casualties on them. Maybe not at a high enough rate, but... $180, so they lost about 30. The enemy actually lost almost equally. So we'll let these boys recuperate a bit. We'll move our character forward. It'll provide a bit of a morale boost for them. Get their morale up a bit. Right, so the enemy's lost about 50% in this lead company. Meanwhile, we're moving troops in on the flank as we sort of probe toward the front. I'd consider this a probing action. Yeah, I mean, we're taking some meaningful casualties, but... Oh, there's troops in this wall. Alright, just move up the wooden section, I guess. Just try and overwhelm them. There's going to be troops here because there's no shield. You know what? Fuck it. Don't. You got to move around. Pull back. The whole rear of the fort is unoccupied. it was. Don't love this. I agree. But hey, maybe the enemy artillery is getting tired. They won't run out of ammo, because forts generally don't, but... Why are you retreating toward them? Like, I wish I could tell these guys, go the other way. Alright, their morale is recovering. Enemy artillery is shooting at our stupid troops that are moving forward, so... Let's go get a couple volleys in on this lead company. Keep them thinking. Interesting, they're pulling the troops off that line now. They're probably shifting because they see our troops moving north. Keep probing toward the front. Hey, the enemy's running from that position. Alright, they're running off the battlefield. We routed one company. Yay! Can any of these guys get up there? No. They've got to go through... They've still got to go through the damn stone wall. Or the wooden palisade. Okay, those are not good results on that side of the front. This is not going well. Maybe we'll break our way in the backside of the fort just because, but still not going very well. I don't know how much elevation matters here or not, but I guess we'll find out. There you go. Someone got shattered. Aren't those boys? Alright, so we're breaking in on the fort here. Casualties are not as clean as last time around, but... Alright, hit them from both sides. Ow. Rear flank, their morale should collapse pretty quick. These boys need a bit of a breather. There's 16 men. There you go. That company's shattered. Who are you? You're flanked by over here, right? Ow, grape. Grape. Those boys routed pretty quick. Fuck. I thought we had a chance. I thought we had broken in. Please don't be a Pyrrhic victory. Alright, the good thing is there's no time limit, strictly speaking, so we can probably just wait till their morale recovers. Fuck. None of our units have been routed from the map yet. We're taking more casualties than we'd like, but they still all have the will to fight. Maybe. These guys want to move in front of the wall. I'll gladly volley fire the bastards in the open. Too bad my troops are all militia. You got 5 more muskets for every one of theirs. Knock that company on its ass. These boys need to rally. They need my command. Why did they move these troops out into the open? That's what I don't understand. You guys are in a fort now. Why'd you have to run? Alright, so we routed one of their guns, thank God. Move back into the damn gatehouse or whatever that is. Alright, so almost all their guns are gone. This is not... Alright, so they've abandoned all their guns. That's good news, at least. Can you get in around behind them and... Well, probably not. Their morale has to not be so great, because they are not. I'm assuming these guys are going to retreat north into Canada. I was running with a few units to try and speed them up because they were moving so damn slow. Or are you saying why are you running as in retreating? In which case, I agree, fuck them. Don't do that. Hey, we captured some boys. Alright, they're retreating now. The enemy may try to re-go and re-occupy their guns. Looks like they're moving toward their guns, so we may be up against artillery again. They're gonna probably wipe that company out. God damn it! Like, it has the power for us as way better than them, but it doesn't feel like it. Are they charging me? What are they doing? They're trying to retreat? I don't understand why the enemies... Feels like the AI, at least to some extent, is doing worse in this battle than they should be, because they don't seem to know what they're doing. Oh, maybe they were trying to go liberate the prisoners we took. Unfortunately for them, it got them all killed. Alright, the enemy's back on their guns. It looks like they're moving them out of the fort. Maybe moving them to the front? I'm not sure. Alright, see if we can... We're picking off a handful of companies here and there. I don't think they're trying to escape with cannons. I think they're trying to bring them forward so they can get back into the fight. But as long as they're not being used, that is a godsend for us. God damn it, we were doing so poor. Can I get these men back into the damn, like... Alright, maybe these guys need a bit longer to rest. Right, they're routing from the map. That company just is. God damn it. I need to get my officer to the other side here. Can I aim at these guys rear from over here? No. Enemy guns aren't setting up yet, so I guess that's a saving grace. But if we can hit these guys from front and rear, that might help. I don't think, again, when you're getting shot at from the rear in the fort, I don't think you get the coverage from the fort, which makes sense. I'm a little perplexed why we did so well in the initial fighting from a kill to death ratio when it's clearly that's changed. I don't know if it's maybe because our troops are tired, I'm not sure. Alright, those guys are routing. Get these troops into that gate. We must thank the enemy for leaving the gate. I mean, yeah, they didn't have enough men to man the whole fort, so that was part of the strategy, but I suppose the strategy at this point is just get my whole army killed. Can they not shoot? So they're shooting from front, but we should get 120 bullets in from behind. Just move closer. These two guys, once they break and just let us in. Forwards in the front gate. Rear flank. They should be routing from the map at this point. There they are. They're going. Okay, that might be just about it. I know we've basically destroyed our army, but Ticonderoga should be ours momentarily, assuming no reinforcements come from the north after the battle. How not to fight a battle? Watch me! Alright, can we shoot at these guys as they try and run away? Be great to destroy them. As many enemy there, they shattered. As many enemy companies as we can make sure... Another enemy company shattered, nice. As many enemy companies as we can make sure do not survive the battle, so we don't have to worry about them on the campaign map, the better. Okay, that artillery broke. I think that's pretty much it. They've got a couple companies outside the walls around here somewhere, but that should basically do it. Alright, that artillery's gonna shatter. Or capture. Kind of surprised they haven't all surrendered yet, or, you know, decided it's time to run. Maybe our casualties are so high they're like, hey, we still have a chance. Alright, there they go. Be great to try and destroy these remaining companies, though. Alright, they surrendered. Go charge! Get the damn gunners! Don't let them survive! Meanwhile, everybody move in here and take the fort and get your ammo resupplied at least. I'm assuming the enemy is exhausted, although I guess so are we. And they were shattered. Okay, so a handful of enemy companies may have survived. Let's get everybody in here. Everybody pretty much has full run of ammo now. Maybe that one... These two companies do not. Everybody else pretty much does. We're winning at ground point objective. Okay, that's... Alright, go get more ammo. I'm guessing veterancy affects it. I don't know if there's ways to mod it. But victory. We lost half our army. Remember, we came in with 1,900. We lost 1,000 men, so 900 survivors. The enemy lost 1,000 men. So actually the casualty is pretty even. I mean, okay, so technically they lost 800 plus 74 captured. So basically 900 versus 1,000. For assaulting a fort, that's not too bad in terms of KD ratio. Would have been nice to, you know, have maybe a slightly more favorable ratio going in 2-1. But nonetheless, I'd call that a victory. All right, so Ticonderoga should be ours here momentarily with the fragment of troops we have left. Assuming they don't send troops down from Frederick, which they may. They've got 1,200 troops there. All right, we're taking it. They could definitely move troops down if they were already underway, but I guess they didn't move quick enough. All right, so Ticonderoga is ours. The 74th Regiment of Foot was... The 74th Regiment of Foot, so that would be British. So this did it again, but it says we've been informed that our 74th Regiment of Foot, commanded by Trevor Stark, was found dead near Chambly's militia regiment. So are they trying to say that Chambly's boys murdered them all? They didn't take any prisoners? Because we got 71 POWs down at Saratoga. I got evidence of some POWs. Now we are going to break some of this force up to go garrison some of these towns. All right, so these 600 men are actually going to Montgomery by the looks of it, so thank God. 600 of the men who had participated in the Fort Rice battle actually moved to Montgomery. That's good for us, actually. That probably means we just need to take Fort Rice and then our tactical situation is sorted out. Meanwhile, the troops who had been at Rice, some of them retreated to Hatfield and have been recovering, so we're starting to build a new field force. Yeah, I suppose it's a war crime alert. The gray stuff is usually good stuff, so like Fort Ticonderoga captured in gray, construction meeting house in Hatfield repaired, project officer recruitment finished. So like that stuff is usually good news. Strange for it to be like, hey, you killed the British regiment. Good. All right. More gold. Sabotage! Portsmouth's loyalty decreased. Ticonderoga captured 20 reputation and 11 4-pound Galloper guns. So now we can have more artillery in our armies. Yay. Is Saratoga where the 6-pounders are? Or did they get destroyed? Where do we put the 6-pounders? Oh, they're back here at Bennington. What a waste. Is it really a war without some war crimes? Good question. All right, 600 of Colonies troops. So I wonder if some of the troops took Fort Rice and left. We got a nice chunk of units tied down garrisoning stuff because the front is a little bit border gory. You know, one of the things the game doesn't really reflect, you generally only had a handful of field armies, and it's not like every single town was, strictly speaking, garrisoned. But the border gore in real life is a little different when it's like there's only a handful of units that are moving through fields like as a field force. But it's not, if there isn't a field force there, that doesn't mean it's like as wide open as you'd think, because local militia can be raised to respond with threat. So like if 1,000 men move from Hubbardton toward Leicester because there's no one there, okay. But if it's like 600 men moving to Providence because there's no one there, well, there's probably going to be troops that rise up in response to them moving there if it's a smaller force that they might be able to harass. I don't know if I'm really making sense, but it sounds good in my head. All right, so we've got a lot of ammo. Ticonderoga gave us a whole bunch of ammo. Infrastructure, I think we're already working on that, right? Portsmouth's infrastructure. If I can find it. Portsmouth. Thought we were building something there, unless we already did it. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, we'll need to sort out the home front and the what have you. I'm guessing Fort Montgomery will be more difficult to take. Where is Montgomery linked anywhere? It is not. So we're still cut off because of Fort Rice. Fort Rice seems to be a very important strategic position. Ticonderoga is ours. We do need to take, or we're supposed to try and take Montreal and Quebec, but we do have like a year to do that. I clicked Falmouth by mistake for the production. My bad. So we're not going to do the construction of the granary in Portsmouth. Infrastructure we might be able to construct in time. Is this... Wait. All right. How long will that take? 98 days? No, thank you. Give me my money back. Not going to get that done in time. I don't know if other things count as infrastructure or if it's just the industrial. All right. Move those guys back to Albany, so we've got a garrison there, although theoretically that's less worrisome. If we take Montgomery, then the interior should be secure, at least till the map expands again around the time of the New York campaign, which is still like a year away. I need time to rebuild these shattered units. I don't even know if I've got guns for them. That might be part of the problem. We have brown buses in the arsenal because we keep capturing enemy units, but... Alright, did the troops at Falmouth... Okay, so our regulars up at Falmouth... What do you mean not enough muskets? Oh, we switched them to civilians, eh? That can be solved. Alright. So now brown buses are down to 300 and something in the arsenal, but we should have some civilian muskets. Yep, 400 in the arsenal. We are also making some. 70 per day, and it's nowhere near enough. Although, I guess we're using more iron than we have, so that production may not be actually occurring. So, market, resources. There's no iron on the market. I can't import any? Jesus. Alright, I probably need to invest in some mining infrastructure then, huh? Where is iron mined? Here? And... here. Alright, we're going to work on some iron infrastructure, or iron mining infrastructure. That'll also generate, I think, some wood and... is that copper? In those two sections. We got to get the infrastructure done, though. What do you mean the colony New York isn't under my control? Massachusetts Bay's working a lot on recruiting. Let's switch that to mining. Guess we could maybe use some propaganda there too. Provisions wouldn't be a bad idea either with winter coming, but Meanwhile, we've got 5,000 cash, which isn't much, but we probably should be investing in building some stuff. Recruits in Boston are not the immediate concern. Building materials are something we need to improve. Specialists or officers have surprisingly not been a major problem yet. Merchant stalls for money, which could be something we'd like. Textiles for sure. Let's see. Boston, how much production does it have? Not actually that much. 1.6. Hartford has a lot. We can upgrade the recruiting house here. Capital is expensive. Horse production could be valuable at some point. Give me some merchant stalls. Give me that sweet, sweet cash. Money can solve all problems, really, so that's the key thing to worry about. You got money, you can buy provisions, right? Maybe not, I guess. The iron thing, we couldn't buy more iron. Leicester has some room. Okay. Hey, Seatown, how you doing? Hope all is well. All right, where are we at on the Continental Army? 39 days. I would gladly use 39 reputation to speed that up, but it doesn't give you the option, I guess, till you get a little closer. We got a fair chunk of extra reputation. Cash we may have to spend. We may have to do some stuff to get more cash, but we've got resources to sell. All factories or shipyards are being used. We're not using any shipyards right now. I guess we technically are paying for them. What do you just do, though? What do you do with ships in this game? Do you just sell them? I don't have enough wood, so I don't really want to build more ships. That's just going to compound my issues with producing civilian muskets. Alright, what's going to happen when we don't do the granary? Are we going to take a reputation hit, or is that just a advised action? Oh, shit. Who's shooting at who? Oh, they're attacking Kingston. Okay, boys, Albany's gonna get, alright, Hatfield. Alright, your cannons, get out of there. We're not gonna get there in time, but we're gonna form up a relief force, and we're gonna, you tickled the bear. That's not a phrase. But you, whatever, you did something. Alright, you're gonna move. Your 150 men are gonna move to Bennington. Bennington's troops are gonna come out. Alright, we're just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave the garrison of Ticonderoga. I don't want to invite them to retake Ticonderoga, but the general officer's gonna head down to Albany. Go scout out what they have. Kingston, again, Kingston will fall, but They're really attacking with 500 men? That's it? Okay, you'll take it, but we're going to take it right back, you assholes. As soon as my troops get into position. They surrendered. Fuck. The whole regiment gone. Alright, boys. Let's go retake it. I guess take whatever this loot is over here first. I didn't see any penalty for not taking the thing. Or not building the granary. All right, well, there you have it. We managed to successfully take the fort at Ticonderoga and secure some key strategic positions in northern New York. That being said, while we were doing that, the British did make inroads in the south against us, and so we're going to have to turn our attention to the south to see if we can knock out the fort of Montgomery, as well as retaking Kingston in the south. That'll be for another time, though. We've been going for over 45 minutes, so we're going to wrap this episode up here. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, and as always, until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.